Here's a short video about converting between ratios and fractions and percentages. Going to look at a few problems together, should help you out with that first sheet this week. This one says some people have sandwiches for lunch. The ratio of cheese to ham to tuna is 2 to 5 to 3. What fraction chose cheese? Well, the first thing I'm going to do, just like on all the problems we've looked at so far, is draw myself a table so I can sort of represent it visually for myself. And I've got cheese to ham to tuna, and then it's 2 to 5 to 3. Okay, and I want what fraction chose cheese. Well, I can see that cheese is represented by 2 parts, and it's out of, and I have to say what it's out of all together. So some people might want to say it's 2 out of 8, but that would be wrong, because there are 2 cheese parts, and altogether there are 10 parts. So the fraction that chose cheese are 2/10. And you could simplify that as well if you wanted to 1/5. That's fine, but the fraction that chose cheese is 2/10 because there's 2 parts for cheese out of 10 altogether. What percentage chose tuna? Well, remember that percent is just a type of fraction. It's just a special fraction where it's out of 100. So I need to start with the fraction. Well, I can see that there are 3 tunas out of 10 altogether, but I want a percent, so I want it out of 100. I know that I've multiplied the denominator of the fraction by 10, so I'm going to have to multiply the numerator by 10. It's giving me 30 out of 100, so 30% chose tuna. Second question we're going to look at is about class 3B. 2/7 of class 3B have blonde hair, 1/7 have ginger hair, the rest have brown hair. Write the ratio of blonde to ginger to brown. Well, I'm going to try and draw a table again. I've got blonde, make sure I keep it in the right order, to ginger to brown. So I'm going to start off with 2 in here. I might have to times that up, but I'm going to start off with 2 here because I know if I've got 7 altogether, then 2 are blonde and 1 are ginger, and it's out of 7 altogether. Well, I've used 3 parts so far. I have to have 7 altogether. 2, 3, 4, and actually now if I look, blonde is 2 out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So blonde is 2 out of 7, ginger is 1 out of 7, and then brown is the rest. So the ratio of blonde to ginger to brown is 2 to 1 to 4. Last one we're going to look at is this one here. 35% of a group of friends support Oxford United. The rest support inferior teams. Write the ratio of Oxford fans to fans of interior teams. Well, if I know that 35% support Oxford, I know that that's 35 out of 100, and therefore that must leave 65% for inferior teams. So it's just going to be 35 to 65. What I am going to do here, what I forgot to do when I prepped this, was to do it in its simplest form. Alright, in its simplest form, 35 to 65 works because it's 35%, that leaves us another 65%, but they've both got a factor of 5, so I could divide that down by 5 and make it 7 to 13 if I divide both sides by 5. And that's converting between ratios, fractions, and percentages.